Listen up. This is one you are not going to want to miss. You got to put your seatbelt on and buckle up because this is going to be a ride through the 24, actually the top 43. They couldn't contain it at just 24. So we went to the top 43 projects in all of Phoenix that are going to shape the local economy here in Phoenix for 2024, guys. This is going to be good. It's going to be special. You're going to want to stay to the end and see this one through. Before that, we're going to touch quickly on the housing market because it wouldn't be a real estate show without talking about the housing market. And there is a new all-time high, guys, that just hit the record books for Phoenix and the housing market. Do you want to guess what it is? Is it appreciation? Is it some sort of sales price per square foot? Is it, I don't know, is it depreciation? Did we go down? I don't know, guys. But we're going to go over that right now and more. So this is going to be great. I'm going to share my screen, and always we just jump right in. But if you don't mind just hitting that like button and maybe subscribing to our channel, it would help us get out to more and more people who can benefit from this knowledge. So here we go. We're jumping in. All right, guys, you can see my screen right here. So we're looking at the Cromford report. You know, it's the best report out there when it comes to local housing data and market. And here it is. Let's just get right to it. I'm going to highlight it as I read it. January 21st. The average price per square foot of active listings just hit a new all-time high of $366 yesterday. This surpassed previous peaks set in May of 22 and June of 23. Active listings are arriving in much larger numbers than last year when they were unusually scarce. The new listing arrival rate is back to normal, but the seller's expectations seem to be unusually positive, judging by the asking prices. The average price per square foot has risen 2.1% in just the last 2 weeks, the start of 2024. These figures are averaged across all areas and dwelling types. Guys, this is incredible. The average price per square foot of all active listings just hit an all-time high. Now, does that mean they're going to sell for that number? No, it does not. And not everything sells for 100% of the asking price. Clearly, now in 2021, it was actually above 100%. We're not in that kind of market when it comes to supply and demand just quite yet. It probably won't be anytime this year because that was a unique scenario coming off of COVID and things of that nature in 2021 with low interest rates, etc. But now we have a new all-time high for active listing price per square foot. All-time high. So what they're saying is sellers feel very confident about where the market is heading. Again, we talked about on this show the four-letter word. That four-letter word starts with an H. It's called hope. When sellers have hope, buyers are going to have a little more difficult time. Hold the line long enough as a buyer, then maybe, just maybe, don't also buy the house you really want, and you get the house you really want for the price and terms that you kind of want, right? Maybe not everything you want, but sellers will hold the line a lot longer than normal if they have hope. And right now, this clearly dictates that sellers have hope. The average list price per square foot is the highest it's ever been in history of Phoenix real estate. So we'll see what happens. Will they start to get those prices so that demand that we talked about for so long being so low is starting to come off the fence and starting to act? Now, rates are still in the high sixes. They're not where they were in Q3, Q4 of 2023. But they are in the lower, which is great. They're in the sixes, but 6.8 is still not 6.1 or six flat, right? And so they're better, but not what we'd all consider low at this point. So demand is still getting off the fence because it's Phoenix and we have a seasonal market, and this happens every single year about this time. So no one should be surprised by this. Okay, no one should be surprised. It happened last year when rates were in the sevens. And it happened the year before, and the year before that, and so on and so forth, okay? Because we have the nice weather and people want to experience that Phoenix lifestyle, especially in January, February, and March, which are the 3 highest seasonal months, just in terms of just activity and people in the city of the year. Okay, going back to here, on January 20th, a few cities have seen a sharp rise in their contract ratio over the past 2 weeks. The percentage increases for single-family detached homes are shown in the table below. All right, so here we go. So these are the cities where you're having a sharp rise where the list to sell price ratio is happening. I mean, the listing ratio, is actually going up or maybe going down as per some of these cities as well. But you can see the ones that are doing well, performing well. If your house is on the market, it's going to sell most likely. It's up 64% in Apache Junction to a 94 That means 94 of 100 homes that go on the market actually are selling now. Interesting, right? Anthem up 47% to 71. Arizona City, Gilbert up 46% to 65. Sun Lake's Chandler, right? Up 43%. Chandler almost can't perform any better, up to 72. Tempe up 31, Peoria up 31, and Gold Canyon. Now the ones that are not performing as well right now is Fountain Hills down 11%, which is interesting, 36. Levine, but that's going to change, guys. I'm telling you, Fountain Hills is going to change because Fountain Hills is a seasonal market. Just watch and see what happens in February, March. Levine down 15%, Goodyear down 7, and Sun City West down 5. Overall, Phoenix is up 18% to 48. That's interesting. In most areas, a contract ratio over 40 is consistent with a seller's market. More expensive locations tend to have lower contract ratios, like Paradise Valley. So Paradise Valley, there it is only 21, up 20%, while Scottsdale is at 30, okay? Is up 30, excuse me. So interesting, the contract ratio is one of the leading indicators of a change in the market. Okay, here is January 18th. I love doing this, guys. You know I love giving you the breakdown of the top 17 suburbs across the Phoenix Valley Metro, and if they are not performing. Look at the green, guys. That's green. Look at this green here. Green there as well. It's all green for the past week and a half or so. And you can see the change percentage going up. From Surprise to Fountain Hills, from 11 to 2, it's all double digits except for Avondale at 8%. And of course, you got Chandler at 9 and then Goodyear at 6. Now, these properties at Peoria, the top 10 are all in a seller's market, right? And we know a balanced market is between 90 and 110. So Peoria at 112 on up, these are seller markets. Okay, balanced markets, Goodyear, Paradise Valley for now. PV is going to change too, guys. It's a seasonal market more so in Paradise Valley. A lot of money comes down to Phoenix this time of the year, and so on and so forth. Cave Creek, Queen Creek, Buckeye, Maricopa rounded out. All right, now we're going to pivot and we're going to jump into the top 43. Now I'll go fast. This will not be boring, I promise. 43 projects that are going to shape the outlook of 2024 for the Phoenix area, guys. The economy is important. The economy drives almost everything, and one of the things it drives is the housing market, and therefore the equity that you have in your house, whether you're an investor and own multiple houses or just the one you live in. It matters. Jobs, that matters, okay? And high-paying jobs for that matter too as well. So we're going to pivot over to my screen here, and I'm going to show you what the outlook looks like. This is pretty cool, guys. I read through this whole thing and I was excited. I was like, wow, this is pretty special to watch. So here we go. 2024 projects to watch. Well, let's start. Now they got the top 43. In the end, they highlighted 43 projects they couldn't just settle on 24. This is, oh, by the way, let me just say this. This is an important paragraph to read. The following collection of projects could shape the Valley's real estate and economic development sector for decades to come through jobs, employment parks, and destination experiences, along with new Valley industries such as hydrogen plants, film production meccas, that's right, not just studios, meccas, and fast-growing sectors such as data centers, which is huge, okay? So let's start with number one, group one, set to deliver this year. These are the projects set to deliver this year. Here we go. One Camelback in Uptown Phoenix. This is the first, one of the more high profile, I should say, office to residential conversions in the Phoenix Metro. One Camelback redevelopment has sputtered since it began in 2020, guys. This is big. We talk about office to living conversions all the time. I showed you an example of a Boston building in downtown Boston that is being converted to residential living. This One Camelback is doing the same. All right, so here we go. It's a beautiful property. Look at that. That is a gorgeous property. It's interesting, and it went to foreclosure, and now it's almost finished, and it will be delivered in 2024. Look at here, Nestle. We all know Nestle, coffee creamers. This is a plant out in the Glendale area in the West Valley. It's a 630,000 square foot manufacturing plant. Guys, did you know that Glendale Phoenix in whole is one of 5 cities that the U.S. government, White House, designated as one of the 5 leading manufacturer cities in all of the U.S. Phoenix is one of them. So with that, they're getting additional funds, federal funds, to help bolster and continue growing the manufacturing sector in those particular cities. And I know Augusta, Georgia was another one. I think Philadelphia, PA was another one, and Cleveland maybe, and then one more. But Phoenix made the top 5, receiving those significant federal funds that will be needed to continue to grow the sector of manufacturing. Well, this is a big deal right here with Nestle, okay? 675 million, 150 acre plant will produce creamers for Coffee Mate, Natural Bliss, my favorite, and the Starbucks brands, okay? That is pretty awesome. Now, next, the VIA Resort and Mattel Adventure Park, guys. Phoenix has forever needed a amusement park, and now 2024, you're gonna get one. Here we go. You have the Mattel Adventure Park. Now, it's not a Six Flags. It's probably not gonna have that many roller coasters, let's be honest, but it's gonna have several, and that is a fantastic start for the Phoenix area. The first phase of the $1 billion VAI Resort and Mattel Adventure Park in Glendale is expected to open by the end of 2024 with its music-themed hotel, amphitheater, and concert venue, as well as the indoor theme park. This is pretty cool. I'm going to show you the map here, okay? It's Glendale, right by the Phoenix, I should say, where the Arizona Cardinals football stadium is. Okay, that's Peoria, but Glendale's right here, right? Right in the Westgate area off the 101. Okay, pretty cool. That's where that's going to be. Group 2 could deliver in the next 1 to 5 years. Not in 2024, but they're going to start delivering. They're already working on it in most of these, okay? And hopefully deliver in the next 1 to 5 years, but it will shape the outcome of what's to come in the next 1 to 5 years for Phoenix. Construction is yet to start on the new Procter & Gamble manufacturing plant in Coolidge, but the facility is expected to break ground sometime this year. The $500 million facility will total 2 million square feet and produce the company's fabric care brands. That is awesome. Where is Coolidge? You can see it, guys, right down here. There's Coolidge, Arizona. A lot of affordable housing down there right now because it's on the outskirts of the valley, but you have the interstate system that can take you right back up into the East Valley through right here. So you see that loop right here between Apache Junction, Florence, Coolidge, and Chandler. Okay, pretty cool. Kohler manufacturing plant for the company's bath and shower products reached substantial completion at the end of 2023 and will continue to be built out with manufacturing equipment throughout 24 and 25. Kohler, we all love Kohler brands, guys. That's the upscale, more luxurious brands and fixtures in houses. Okay. Next, Ashley Furniture is expected to start construction on a proposed 1 million square foot distribution and manufacturing facility in Avondale. Where is Avondale? It is right here in the West Valley, just next to Goodyear, right there. Okay. So that's where Avondale is as well. North Scottsdale projects. Here we go. One Scottsdale is a $1 billion mixed-use development across 120 acres in North Scottsdale. A 1 mile stretch along Loop 101 could be home of a high concentration of big-time investments, okay? And it is. So right up Scottsdale Road, right in this area right here, guys, is where that One Scottsdale project is. And across the street from One Scottsdale is land owned by Dutch semiconductor equipment supplier ASM America, which bought 24 acres in 2023, and it plans to invest $300 million in a new headquarters and research development facility that will create 500 new jobs. By the way, while we're on the job front, I should say, auto sales company out of Texas brings 500 new jobs to the West Valley as well. This is a Dallas-based Tricolor Auto Group. An online auto sales and financing company is planning to open a third facility in Metro Phoenix and create 500 additional new jobs. Jobs, and more jobs coming to Phoenix. Holy cow. It is the blueprint of what is going on. Axon Enterprise Incorporated filed a proposal for what it wants to do with its North Scottsdale land in August. The Scottsdale-based law enforcement technology company filed a rezoning case that outlined a vision for a 400,000 square foot office building that would house its corporate headquarters along with 2,000 multi-family residential units, a 100-key hotel, and retail in 6 5-story buildings in a separate phase on 74 acres. Holy cow! On the southeast corner of Loop 101 and Hayden Road. Axon bought the land from the land department auction for $49 million in 2020. Okay, now Axon, if I'm not mistaken, is the company that actually invented or came up with the taser gun for law enforcement. So that is pretty cool. And their located headquarters are already right here in Scottsdale, looking to do more development for that as they grow. Pretty cool. Amcor Peoria chip facility. This is Amcor's new Tempe office right there. There's a good picture, a rendering of it. Okay. In 2023, they had groundbreaking plans for the company to build a $2 billion with a B semiconductor packaging and testing campus in Peoria near TSMC, and it's gigantus. Is that a new word? Gigantor? I don't know. Huge manufacturing plant in North Phoenix that I talk about all the time, so we won't go any further on that. All right, it is unclear which site Amcor is planning to build this new campus, which will bring 2,000 more jobs to the West Valley, but the city of Peoria is expected to vote pretty soon. LG Energy Solutions is working on plans for a $5.5 billion investment in Queen Creek in a pair of battery factories across hundreds of acres. Guys, Queen Creek, where is that? Right here, Southeast Valley, okay? So battery manufacturers, let's go. Oh my goodness, guys, check this out. 3,700 new jobs coming soon to Queen Creek. We have more battery manufacturers. Meanwhile, in Buckeye, Idaho-based Core Power has been performing site work for its planned $1 billion with a B lithium-ion battery manufacturing plant. The phase will total 1.3 million square feet and be operational by 2025. Guys, where's Buckeye? Buckeye is out here. There it is, and it goes on the north side of the White Tank Mountains and the west side of the White Tank Mountains as well. All right, Goodyear Air Park, a 7 million square foot industrial park. Planned for the West Valley, will represent an investment by Dallas-based Lincoln Property Co. of a $1.1 billion at full build-out. Okay, this will be one of the largest industrial parks built in the valley and include up to 20 buildings. Now, here we go. More industrial buildings are being developed at or around the planned logistic center at Copperwing Industrial Park in El Mirage. Okay, here it is. Nevada-based Dermody Properties is progressing on a small West Valley city, or the small West Valley city of El Mirage, for a first phase of a massive 1,000-acre industrial park. Guys, did you know, fun fact, that Phoenix led the nation, you can probably get a hint at this point, led the nation in industrial buildings and construction and square footage that is being planned, developed, built in 2023, with Dallas being number 2 and kind of a distant number 2 at that point, guys. So Phoenix is poised on the industrial sector for supporting all these businesses that want to bring their workforce to Phoenix, which is awesome. Put the horse in front of the cart. I love it. Okay. East Valley industrial projects. Here we go. That was West Valley. The Ranch and Skybridge, Arizona, 2 of bigger East Valley industrial projects in the pipeline. The Ranch is in Gilbert and has more of the city guys wanted to have more walkable amenities and have it more of a residential feel, but it's still industrial because it has some commercial as well. But it's 300 acres in the heart of Gilbert. Then you have, what is this? I believe it's called Skybridge. Yep, Skybridge. Here it is. There it is right there. There's a picture. One of the largest master plan parks under construction. This is in the East Valley by the Phoenix Mesa Gateway Airport. Skybridge spans more than 400 acres and total 30 buildings, totaling about 4 million square feet, guys. Wow. They want Gateway Airport area to Skybridge to be so much like the the Scottsdale Air Park area, where it's a big employment center with industrial and commercial buildings all around the runway in the airport to support local businesses and the expansion of people coming in and out quickly through the Mesa Gateway Airport. Pretty cool concept. It totally works for Scottsdale and the Scottsdale Air Park area. So that's a good idea for them doing that. All right, malls. So this is interesting. Malls, reimagine. Okay. Developers are looking for ways to reignite former destination shopping sites throughout the valley, like Paradise Valley Mall, Fiesta Mall, and the Metro Center Mall. Nearly 3,000 apartment units, again, more supply, including a potential for condominium for-sale units, are planned at the Metro Center redevelopment. Now, Metro Center, guys, is an awesome location because it's centralized. I mean, you're talking right at the I-17, right in this area. The Metro Center is right here, and so that is a great area. And to have this kind of development that's new, urbanized, right in the heart of Phoenix is going to be really, really cool. That's going to probably sell out really, really quick and well once they start doing all that stuff. Okay. All right. So that's that. And then we have Lifetime is running PV, the Paradise Valley Mall redevelopment, with 300 Lifetime Fitness. Yes. 300 luxury rental units and a 92,000 square foot luxury athletic club. Now, this is going to be a club. There's going to be membership, and if you live in one of the units, you're going to have like benefits to go to the club, and they're going to be all entwined with maybe HOA dues, and it's going to be pretty cool, actually. I mean, really cool. I think it said it's the second concept Lifetime has done with something like this, where you include residential development along with their Lifetime fitness clubs. That's pretty cool, right? All right, Phoenix-based Red Development is taking on the 100-acre PV Mall site with new mixed-use plans. Okay, the new site is now called just PV. We'll have a 3-acre central park and community space amid dining, hotel, entertainment, and retail experiences. Okay, you have Lifetime Fitness Club and the Tower. You have restaurant tenants already signed up, like Flower Child, Blanco Taco and Cantina, Wren Housing Brewery, and Frost Gelato. Okay, this is pretty cool. Hollywood-based Fender Music Instruments Corp. will go into a new build-to-suit office at PV, eventually bringing 100 new jobs. Fender Musical Instruments. That's awesome. And there it goes. There's the development, okay, of the Fiesta Mall in Mesa, okay, led by Carvana shareholder Ernie Garcia II is looking to redevelop the 80-acre Fiesta Mall. Plans have been submitted for 4,000 apartment units and up to 750,000 square feet of office space, 1.1 million square feet for commercial use, including a hotel, and more than 520 square feet of open space, guys. This is amazing. The new project name of the Fiesta Mall will be called Fiesta Redefined. Okay, pretty cool. Cracker Jacks makes new way for the park. This is cool, guys. The park, Central Park, that is what they're trying to develop this somewhat like. But one of the wealthiest people in Arizona is the co-founder of CEO cybersecurity company CrowdStrike, and he is leading the charge for the new development on a 30-acre site right in the heart of North Scottsdale, guys. Right here, if I can show you on the map, it is a phenomenal location, literally in Scottsdale Road, just south of the airport, or just north, excuse me, right there. Boom. That's where the park is going in, right there where my cursor is. You can see it, okay? And there's going to be a 5-star hotel, a Class A office building, and more. The new name will be called The Park. He paid $55 million for that land. Camelback Corridor commitments. Camelback Corridor is very important, right? After a few tough years of negative net absorption within Phoenix's office market, brokers and landlords have pointed to the Camelback Corridor as an area where tenants want to be. Red Developments The Grove on 44th Street and Camelback is considered a trophy asset that commands some of the highest rent with the entire metro. Yes, it does. You have the Biltmore Center, you have the Esplanade campus, and so on and so forth. But here is a picture of the exterior look at Bond, which is formerly known as the Biltmore Commerce Center. And look at the beautiful views in the background, guys. That is gorgeous right through the Camelback Corridor area. Let's go down to experimental retail in Scottsdale. But the managing principal of Palmer Development Group said the central Scottsdale area is underserved with nighttime entertainment options. And by the way, I would agree with that. Right now, I remember when I first moved here, there were like, and I was single, young, and not as smart as I am right now. There were all kinds of like places for like nightclubs and whatnot, and in central Scottsdale. Well, now there isn't much of that. You have to go all down to Old Town Scottsdale, and then there's a couple of places like that in the Desert Ridge, North Scottsdale area, but not a lot. So now this gentleman said, "Hey, there's an underserved market here," which I believe is probably true. I'm kind of out of that phase now, but probably true. Okay. And so they're looking to do a few things. So this is a conceptual rendering of Reverb, the hotel by Hard Rock, which is planning to build a 168-key hotel at the Sydney in central Scottsdale. This is going to be awesome, guys. This is going to be right here. So right where the 101 bows out, right in there. I mean, that is in the heart of central Scottsdale, right? Right there. The Butterfly Wonderland, okay? Oh, we have pickleball. You can't do a show without pickleball, right? Newly formed Pure Pickleball is coming to Scottsdale in Caliber Coves, a riverwalk development on Salt River Pima, Maricopa Indian Community Land. There it is, guys. That is going to be awesome. I love pickleball. I really do. Scottsdale-based Caliber secured its first big user of the Riverwalk development, located alongside the Loop 101 from Talking Stick down to Via de Mature on the north. Newly launched Pure Pickleball will bring a flagship facility on 11 acres that would house more than 40 indoor and outdoor pickleball courts. Look at that. That is awesome. Can't wait for that. It's supposed to be open at the end of 2024. All right, Verado Marketplace takes shape. This is out in Buckeye. Look at front. Look at this. Wow, that looks pretty sweet. Target, Safeway, and Harkin Backlot Entertainment Complex is set to anchor a planned Verado Marketplace in Buckeye, guys. This is going to be really cool. Central Station rising downtown. Here we go. More development in central downtown Phoenix. It's a 1 million square foot mixed use central station is on track to start delivering in 2024. The $300 million project will include 2 towers for new student and multi-family housing. It's needed retail, offices, and a multimodal transit center with light rail stations on both sides of the development. That's pretty cool. All right, group 3, long-term projects. Semiconductor industry, we know all about that. There's a TSMC. We'll keep it moving, guys. That's going to go pretty fast here. Intel is doing I believe a $2 billion project as well for 3,000 more additional jobs for Intel, high-paying jobs. So TSMC and Intel battling out in Phoenix. I love it. The 2 leaders in the semiconductor space, okay? And then this is going to be special, guys. Tempe's South Pierre. Look at that rendering. That is going to be a beautiful project that will include 724 residential units and 26,000 square feet of retail space. And there is the construction going up along the South Pier of Tempe Town Lake. Luxury hotels and high-rise office space and multi-acre entertainment districts will include restaurants, nightlife experiences, concert venues, fountain shows, and a large Ferris wheel as the iconic symbol of the development. Okay, pretty cool. And then along North Phoenix, the Discovery Oasis is going to be right by the Mayo Hospital. There it is, guys. This is the Mayo Hospital that's already there. That is one of the top hospitals in all of America. This all development right here, this is not there currently, but this is coming. For new biosciences and medical campus to land on Mayo Clinic as they purchase this land between this hospital campus and the Loop 101 in North Phoenix. So more on the healthcare front. And then data centers, guys, Google, Meta, QTS Realty Trust, and Vantage data centers are all well underway in their build-out centers for their data centers across the East Valley and other places in Phoenix. Group 4 still up in the air, and we'll wrap it up on here. Hydrogen plants. Wow. That's pretty cool. Not here yet, but that comes to Phoenix. Just another sector that we don't have. We could love to have, provide more high quality, high paying jobs. BNSF Railway Co. They have a planned logistics hubs expected to take years to build out, but it's currently unclear when construction could even start or where it will be. But they're looking at the Phoenix area. New office headquarters. Scottsdale-based Discount Tire. They have a new headquarters in Scottsdale coming their way. Phoenix-based Republic Services, which is garbage trash, right? They are doing their thing. Carvana, Desert Studios Complex. Guys, look at this. The construction of the downtown Phoenix Astria Tower is expected to begin during the second quarter of 2024. So we're gonna have a new high-rise building in downtown Phoenix to shape our skyline. That's pretty darn cool, okay? And then Central Park, I mean, there's just more, guys. I'm almost out of breath. I'm talking so much here, guys, but we'll wrap it up here in a second. There are so many cool things, and then we're going to end it right here for the rest of the Midtown projects here. Central Park would offer 1,400 residences designed in a walkable, vibrant, mixed-use setting. Whew, man, I am beat. All right, guys, thank you very much. I'm out of breath. That was a lot, but hope you have a good idea of what's going to shape Phoenix's economy in 2024 and a little bit beyond. We have some really, really big things happening here in this economy that is going to really, really push this housing market, I think, and the population explosion that will continue to happen in Phoenix, keeping it probably at least the top 5, I'd imagine, for cities growing in all of America this year and into next.